Pius Odiambo, an internationally recognized philanthropist based in the United States of America, wishes to announce to the general public that his organization, Kiswate, will support over 10,000 senior secondary schools in undergoing the transition from the 844 system to the competency-based education CBE system in his country of birth, the Republic of Kenya. This transformation will be powered by the Kiswate Digital Academy's arrays of technologies and will be offered completely free of charge. To register, visit www.kiswateregister.org. Shortages of teachers, missed lessons due to unplanned teacher absenteeism, and the high cost of textbooks will no longer be barriers to accessing basic education in Kenya and eventually across the continent of Africa. If you want to cut the cost of running schools, then go digital. Be Kiswated. Kenya is Kiswated. Kenya is a digital nation.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Pius Odiambo and I'm the creator of Kiswate Digital Academy. I just want to inform all our supporters worldwide that the training of Tier 1 staff is going to end tomorrow on Sunday, and on February 7th, we'll start the training for Tier 2, and all is well. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all principals, teachers who are associated with the Kiswate Digital Academy to Kiswate Digital Attendance and Discipline Tracking Register, a tool that will cut down the cost of operations of our schools. We're gonna track every lesson taught and the same to every shilling spent in our schools. Thank you so much and welcome to the training. Thank you.
This is where we are currently with the system, and I'm going to take you through how you can be able first to create school. Once you have created a school, I will show you how also to now set up as a school admin, be able to set up an active term, upload subjects, how time slots will be generated, then at the same time be able to upload students with their subjects, the grades, even the parents, at the same time how to be able to load a timetable. Once all that is in place, we will be able to be in a position to use the system now. So the first thing is you need to be created as an admin for you to be able to access the admin side, which is this. So most of your tasks you'll be just onboarding institution, and then from there you take them through how they can be able to manage their flows, their workflows on their own. So if, let's say, like for example, we want to onboard the Nile school, we just come here on all schools. This is a test school that I use. Then you click on add new school. Once you populate this form, the system will send an SMS to the mobile number which you're going to provide on this field here. And at the same time, once we integrate email sending on this email, they will also receive credentials, and at the same time a login link where now they can get started with the processes. So this part I'm not going to do it. You are the one. Someone is going to do it. I will just monitor it on the system and see whether you have created a school well, and at the same time that person is able to log in, and that person is able to do 1, 2, 3 activities, and then after that we will be able to clear the system out and then now load the data fresh, because I know once you have the credentials to log in, definitely there are things that you're going to interact with, change this and that. But when it comes now to the real time when the school needs to use the system, definitely we'll have to reset to, like, all the data that you have created, we'll have to reset it. Um, then once you create a school, it's going to be listed here, and you'll be able to perform these actions on it. So the first action that you can do is edit the school. If you click it here, it's going to load that school and data associated with that to the. Yeah, so um, that's what I was saying. That's the first step within the system. Um, so here, this is the overall management of the entire system, in terms of schools, which you are going to be onboarding. So now maybe you have been given KPI, or maybe targets. Maybe you need to register 3 schools or 4 schools. This is where now we can be getting that report: who registered which school, what time, which county does that school belong to, and who is the principal. So the person you are creating here as a school admin is the principal of that school. So you take note of that. Then you just realize that you can see from here, if you come here, there's this pop-up which comes for you to create. This is one way. And then the other way is if you come on the school admins and you click on this add new school with admin, you'll notice that this will load a different page compared with the other one. All these will work well. It's just an extra interface that I added. So that's the only part that we targeted on the side of administrator. Is there any question on now onboarding a school?
Okay, thank you. I think one question is coming up. You had indicated that before you admit the students in that register, the timetable should be there as the first thing. So my question would be that when you are putting these details of the school, the admin, and so forth, at what point would you load the timetable so that it prepares the way for inputting the names of the students? I don't know if the question makes sense, but from the concept which I have initially got from Pius.
Yeah, so we have just done the first step, which is to create a school within the system, so that you will be able now to onboard those students and all those data related to a school once you get these credentials. So this a person with, if you create a school, this is the school, and then this person you have created here as the school admin. If now I use these credentials, let me log out and then I show you. If you log out and then you log in as a school admin, which is this is the interface which you get. Now, from while you are here, which was the next step which you wanted now to come into. So I don't know whether there is any other person who has a question, because your question was more of my next step. So most of the things which you have asked, I'm going to answer you while I'm showing you how to maneuver within the system here.
Okay, fine. Maybe I wait for that time so that maybe it will become clear.
We are just about to. Any other question?
Okay.
Thank you for that. Okay. So you have created a school within the Kiswate digital app. Now, the principal of that school now receives credentials, and they will come to Kiswate and they need to click on login here, and then they type the username and then the password which they have received on their phone. Then they click on login. So this is the interface for a school admin. So if you onboard any school here, this is what they are going to, the interface which they are going to use or to access. These are the rights they have within the system. So at a glance, I'm just giving you a statistics of the teachers, students, and parents we have in the system, and discipline cases which they have been raised. Then here you can see these are filters which I'm using here for filtering the table which we have here. So this timetable which you have here down here is this general. This is the master timetable. It will show you all the lessons for all the classes which you will have within the system. You'll be able to filter the subjects or lessons by grade or the class. No, the grade and then the class. The class is the stream. Then the teachers. How many teachers do you have here? If you have English teacher, mathematics teachers, all of them, if you add them, you can be able to filter them and see their subjects arranged on the time slot against the weekday. Then you can select by, like, can filter by day, and then the other one are the time slots which you have. Is it 8 in the morning, 6 maybe, or is it at Saturday? You can do all of that. Once you, like for example, if I do maybe we go for a day. You take on Monday and you filter. It's good to filter, and all of them it only returns that for all for Monday. You can have dates, you can have any filter that you feel we can integrate, but this is how, or this is what we have here currently. Then if on the left panel here, we have the actions. We get into work. So once you click here, there are several things which before you use the system, you have to do them. The first one is to create a term. So there's no at any point you will have two active terms here. You'll only have one term which is active. Even if you create another one, the one which you have created, if it finds there's an active term, it will only create a record, but it will not be visible or able to be used within the system. So those are the checks which, as you explain to them, they need to be aware. When you're adding a term, like you come here, click add a term, these are the fields that we are capturing: name, start date, and end date. These dates are very crucial within the system. These are the dates you are going to use to query for the subjects for the students, to come up with a timetable for them, to come up with a timetable for the teachers to pull those subjects or lessons which have been scheduled and which has been scheduled for that particular child which belongs to a particular parent. At the same time, we are going to use them to come up with the lesson dates. If we are onboarding, like we're uploading, or we are generating dynamically or automatically like a timetable from the system. So you take note of that. So these dates should be guided by the Ministry of Education. The time the term starts, I'm aware that these dates are communicated. Once they have been communicated, now the system admin will come and create a term so that the system now becomes active. What I've done in the system is it is aware which subject are you uploading. If you pick the pathway, it will definitely, when we are querying, it will come and associate that subject and a particular pathway. And if it's an elective subject where you need to choose, the compulsory one we are going to be made mandatory based on the pathway, and then the elective ones will choose either one or two, and then from there I will be able to compute your enrolled subjects as a student. Then the other thing is on users. Users, we have several categories, where I'm calling them teachers, students, parents. You can call them the staffs, but they have different positions which you can uh, like map them to. So for teachers, if you want to get all the teachers, the first tab will be for teachers. They will appear from here. You'll be able to view, but a few details which I've populated on this pop-up. Then you'll be able to edit that teacher details, get the formula, be able to go through and edit everything about that teacher. Then if maybe you captured the wrong details, or maybe it's a teacher that you are testing, I'll be able to delete from here. But the form to create a staff, this is the form. Now this is a school admin. You need to onboard staff who will be working under you. So name, first name, last name, email, mobile number. Those ones I've indicated here optional, but I'm going to make them look like up the staff or mandatory. And then the staff ID, then from there, date of birth, employment date, gender, then positions. So these are the positions currently we have supported in the system. Teacher, head of department, deputy principal, there's administrator, security staff, cook,
Effie,
dormitory
your phone.
supervisors,
Mama has
school
been calling you from the
gatekeepers,
back. Are you going to work?
and then all of this. Then if that user is a staff, you will map the subject that they will be undertaking in your school from here. You select. So if you have all the subjects in the system, they're going to appear from here. Then you'll be able to like map. You just need to click hold on control, and then you tap, and then you'll be able to like assign for more than one subjects. Then you can capture bio if you want to upload a profile picture, and then department. On roles here, we are going to have like the HODs, class teacher, those ones, because those are like functions which we are adding on top of being a teacher. And then you always check on this so that you can send the email, the credentials to the email. If now you are editing that teacher and you want now to reset the password, this is the part you click, and then the password will be reset automatically by the system and sent to that particular user. So if there are any other stuff that you have in the system, they will appear from here. And then if it's on students, this is where you're going to find all the students within within a particular school. And then if you want to create a student particularly, you can create from here. You can if the student parent is within the system, you can pick from here. So this is a feature which will support for parents who will have children in more than one school. If you go now to onboard the student, you cannot onboard the parent again, so you'll be able to pick that parent and associate the student to that particular parent. Then for parents, here I have several options. You can create the parent, a few details that you are doing here, just a parent. And then there's another one which you can create both the parent and the student once. You capture the parent's details, and then you capture the student's details, and then you click create both. Then it's going to send credential to the parent for the student and for the parent's account. Now, if you have a student which has been created and a parent created separately, you can map them from here. You can assign a parent to a student. Like these are parents, and then there are students. You can map them to a particular parent, and then from there you'll have the relationship existing. So those are the things that you can, which will be required to do of you before you come to create like lessons. You need to have the teachers and are mapped to the subjects they are undertaking. At the same time, the students and mapped to their classes and the grades. Then from there, this is the other thing which you come to time slots. Time slots is how many sessions do you have per day, which at what time do you go to break, and lunchtime. So This is another area which I will need clarification. Once you have that WhatsApp group, I will definitely post the first question on this. And then the other thing is on the timetable. Uh, this is the timetable. This is like the first one we were seeing on the dashboard. They are almost similar, but here I'm just it's a preview of what you have created, because this is where you create the timetable. So I'll be able to see how many lessons for grade A, maybe on Monday, which lesson, which teacher is taking that lesson, it falls under which class or room. You'll be able to see that. At the same time, I have a legend here. There's something that I was working on. I wanted to make it a bit better and give each subject a different color, so that, but maybe you can go with this. So how to generate a timetable? You come to click here. You click, you come to school, go to timetables, and then you click generate timetable. If you want now to generate the timetable, this is the interface that you do. There's a scope. If you select the whole school, it's going to generate the entire school timetable for every grade, for every class which is existing within, which has been set within the system. If you want a specific grade, you select there, and then you come select the grade. It's going to pick. If there are any stream within that grade, they're going to appear. They're going to auto filter. But if you select a grade, it's going to generate all the timetable for all the classes within that grade. If you want a specific stream, you definitely have to select the grade, and then you filter to that particular stream, and then you generate. When you are generating the timetable, it's always good to check on this, so that if there is any pre-existing lessons, the system is aware. I need to check on that, and at the same time, it will analyze and see whether they are falling within the time slots, and you are having your maximum lessons per week. Because when we are creating here, it will check how many sessions do I have per week in this particular subject, and then from there it will come up with a list of the slots that it is going to place on the lessons. So then on smart IDs, I know this might take a while before we get into it, but this is where we onboard the smart ID, uh, it be it a card, biometric, and mapping that profile to a particular device. So we are not capturing a lot of details, it's just the profile. You are selecting the user, which is that user you want to onboard in the system. Is it a parent? Is it a student? Is it a staff? Is it the principal? You select the user, and then from there you give the card number, the card ID, and then you associate to a particular device, so that you'll be able to know that if I want to track these logs for this particular user, I know that user is registered in that particular device. I can be able to query globally and get those logs if I'm doing the smart attendance. So the other thing is all the scan logs. If you go to school management to come to ID scans, here you'll get logs of all biometric access which has been done within the school. Visit of the school, is it you are going to maybe dormitories, you are going to dining halls, you are entering a class, you are entering a restricted area. Any scan which has been done within the system is going to be able to be accessed under this interface. Then the other thing is on attendance report. This page is not yet complete. There are things that I'm working on to be more data driven, to have more features, especially on charts. So this one you can overlook on it for now. Another thing is on assignments. We are not putting more effort on this at this moment, but the feature is there, can be used, and it's working. The other thing is on discipline. We want to capture discipline cases, you click on this, and then you'll be able to do as the school principal or the school admin can be able to capture discipline incidents. You are this account that I'm using here can overrule anything. Any user who has done anything can update, it can correct, it can delete, because this is now like the super admin within the school. Then the settings, this is a page where I'm just trying to figure out what we need to do here. But at the moment, this is what we are doing. Just the school name and the contact email that you put, you can be able to edit. And then now we come to the business of the day, which this is where we were supposed to start. So now we don't have, like, for example, we on the real situation on the ground is actually you definitely find that schools education has started, so we are not saying that we are generating the timetables from scratch. The timetables are existing now in the schools, we can be given, and now we need to upload them. So there are several things that I've worked on, which I will take you through. So here we are uploading a lot of things, and when you are training the school admins, you tell them they need to select what they are going to upload. You want to upload students, you select student. But before you come to upload here, you need to come and download the template sample. So if I think I shared the credentials. If you are able to log in the system and to click on this will auto-download a template for you. But this one is returning an issue, but I'll look into it. Supposed to download a template, auto-download a template for you to be able to. So it's all of them. Okay. I will look into that and be able to return a good URL on it. But I have the templates with me here. I can show you. So, like, for example, let's say we want to upload students. You select the student, then you come, you select the file. So you can see, for example, you have I made some downloads here. Subjects, students, like this one, student uploads. You take that. If you pick the file, there's a preview of the file which you have selected. If you want to upload the students, so this is the template that I'm using. You input admission number, first name, last name, gender of that student, parent phone number, parent email number, parent first name, parent last name, subjects, then the grade, then the class or stream, then date of birth. But on this one, the date of birth at the moment is not displaying the right data there. So once you populate all these, now if you look at like on the subject side, here these are the subjects now which the student will be enrolled. So, and they are comma separated. So when you are training them how to upload, you tell them these templates will be available for them to use. So I will definitely have this sample here. So they need to use these codes as they are. So if there are any other lessons, we need to have them coded, and then the system will be able to detect. It will be able now to create those subjects in the system. It will be able to map those subjects to that particular student. It will be able to enroll those subject to that student. It will be able to create the lessons using the same subject which you have uploaded. Like, for example, if I click on upload this one, they shown me students 0 record, 2 rows, grade matching query does not exist. So if you're going to upload data and the data you're uploading is also not linked to what you have created in the system, like the setting you have done for grades, for streams, the system will reject that. The reason why this has been rejected is because of these two, because of the first one and this one. So when we are preparing these Excels, you'll have to guide them. They'll have to capture details which are already in the system. Even like on grade, that's why I've taken you through how to upload the grades. How will be able to upload the streams so that when you are coming to use them, they are existing in the system. So once I've created all of the grades, I don't have a template which has an existing grade here. This one I came up from on the local one that I was using, but I will set up everything on you so that when you are trying everything, you are doing it on your own. You're not like referencing from my side. Now, if you want to upload maybe teachers, you select the category and then you come select the file where you want the teachers, you want to upload teachers, select teachers there. I want to upload this teacher. And then these are the subjects that that teacher will be teaching. So this is how you are going to upload the teacher. On the teacher side, we are taking the mobile number, email, first name, last name, the subjects, and then if that teacher is a class teacher, you say yes or no, not no. Like if it's not a class teacher, you say no. But if that teacher is a class teacher, you put the classes. If it's maybe 3 North, maybe from 3 West, you put it there. And then the streams, these are the classes that teacher is teaching. From 3 North, from 3 South, all of those, you put them there. And then you click on upload. So if the data is making sense for that, it seems like this one, this has already uploaded that one. So we have a teacher which we have created through upload. Then the other thing that you need to upload is subjects. But subjects, there's a way that if you come and upload the students, the system is going to analyze the data that you have captured here on students. You see this preview here on the subject. The system is going to iterate through all the students which are within that file and pick all the subjects. Like for this one, it's not going to create another English, Kiswahili for the student, but it's going to check on if all those subjects exist and then map to that student. So when now we are uploading these students, the system will automatically create the subject for you. So you can start from here, in short. But what you need to have in the system is the grade and the class, which is the stream. Once you have those ones, then you don't need to come and upload the subjects because the system will have already set the subjects. But when you're uploading the subjects, there is a different template which we have. If you want to upload, then you can come to the subject, subjects. So on subjects, there are things that we are looking up to. So this is a template that I'm using to upload the subjects, the code, the name, and lessons per week. So if we are going to use the timetable to create, like the manual way to create the timetable through the system, then this upload has to work. Because for me, we'll be able now to pull the subjects and to be able to get the sessions per week. We'll be able to calculate, be able to like plot the lessons within the week. You know that if you have 7 lessons per week, you know there are times maybe you'll have maybe double sessions, like for the English, definitely double sessions will have to take place. Then the other thing that you need to know is how now to upload a timetable for a particular school. So the way I've done it is, if you come and select timetable there, and you come select timetable here, don't worry about the preview, like for the start date and end date and lesson date. Those ones, there's a way I'm doing them on the back end. So lessons will be, like timetable will be generated per class. So what will happen is we will come and get, if it's Form 3 North timetable, we put it in Excel where we are getting the grade, the stream, the term, the year, the day of the week. This start time, daytime, they're like I can populate any data, but I'm computing them on the back end. Then the subject code, and then the teacher who is teaching that subject or that lesson. Then the room is not a required field, lesson date is not a required field, but these ones, grade, stream, term, year, day of the week, subject code, and teacher, those ones will be required for you. So if you try to upload subjects like lessons and yet there is an issue with your data, it's not going to go through. It will tell you unexpected character at line 2, column 1 of that data you are uploading. So the complaint you are seeing is because of this and this. So right now, I feel I've taken most of the admin side on how to set up now the data as a school admin. What will happen now? I think we can call it a night today, and I leave you with a task for you to do, and maybe tomorrow I can go through the system and see what you did. Were you able to upload? Maybe we can target to upload 2 records. Maybe you take the first 2 rows, maybe 2 records, if it's timetable, if it's students, if it's subjects, if it's grade, like you pick 2.
The Kiswate Digital Academy, founded by Pius Odhiambo, is a groundbreaking digital platform aimed at fostering the African Renaissance in the education sector. Specifically tailored for Kenya, the Academy addresses critical challenges in the implementation of the competency-based curriculum CBC for grades 7 through 12 in both junior and secondary schools. Key issues it seeks to resolve include: 1. Access to educational materials. Many students lack textbooks in certain thematic areas, and where available, these resources are often prohibitively expensive. School calendar disruptions. Unforeseen events such as illnesses, pandemics, for example the COVID-19, school strikes, and natural disasters like floods frequently disrupt the academic calendar. 3. Data-driven decision-making. There is a notable absence of reliable online attendance and learning data, which is crucial for informed decision-making in curriculum implementation. Pius Odhiambo, the visionary behind Kiswate, is a trained science teacher and an award-winning data scientist, a philanthropist based in the Washington, D.C., United States of America. His contributions have earned him a place on the Marquis Who Is Who in America, highlighting his international recognition and impact.
Very soon, I will be retiring peacefully to start working as a social entrepreneur. Social entrepreneurship is an approach by individuals, groups, startup companies, or entrepreneurs in which they develop, fund, and implement solutions to social, cultural, or environmental issues.
The Kiswate Digital Academy is structured around 3 course components. Digital library. This will provide students and teachers with access to a vast array of digital textbooks and educational resources online, ensuring that learning materials are both accessible and affordable. 2. Learning management system LMS. This system will enable teachers to conduct remote lessons and allow school principals to recruit emergency or substitute teachers from a distance. It will also facilitate continuous learning for students regardless of physical location. 3 scholarship system. This component will offer financial support to deserving students, ensuring that economic barriers do not hinder access to quality education. By leveraging these components, Kiswate Digital Academy aims to create a resilient and flexible educational environment. Students will have uninterrupted access to digital textbooks and teachers, while educators will be equipped with the tools needed for effective and remote teaching. This initiative not only addresses immediate educational challenges but also lays the foundation for a more robust and adaptable education system in Kenya, capable of withstanding future disruptions and fostering long-term academic success.